Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckettini coming at you on behalf of PuckettFanShop.com. And over at PuckettFanShop.com, that's where I have all my dog. I make dog designs, and I put them on T-shirts and hats and mugs and all kinds of stuff. We put all kinds of different dog designs, different dog breeds on all these products. And I would love for you to go over to PuckettFanShop.com and check it out. See if we got anything you like. If we don't, if we're missing a breed, your favorite breed, send me a message and I'd love to do business with you. But what I've got for you tonight is we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. You know, had a disappointing game the other night, just game one, but it was rough. It couldn't have happened probably any worse. But anyway, this is what I'm bringing to you tonight is 10 takeaways from the Dallas Cowboys versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. If you saw my video about the game before it, I went with the 10 keys to victory for the Cowboys. I'm going to break down those 10 things I said and see how the Cowboys did. Number one thing I said is that Dallas must run the football to help out Tyler Smith and the entire whole line because, you know, Tyler Smith started, and did pretty good. He was actually graded out one of the better offensive linemen. He's like 60%, one of the highest we had. And, you know, Zeke rushed 10 times for 52 yards, and that's 5.2 yards a carry. That's wonderful. That's exactly what we wanted. He was running the ball well. Man, why didn't he rush 20 times for over 100 yards? You know, I don't understand. I don't understand what Kellen Moore is doing. You know, even when we're down, you know, 19-3 in the third quarter, you're only 2 touchdowns down. You can still run the ball and play action. I just don't understand. They completely abandoned it, and it was I don't know. But anyway, we're averaging 5.2 yards per carry. We won't run it. We've got to get back to the old Dallas Cowboys style of ways of running the football, play action passing. We got to get back to it. All right, number 2 takeaway, I said to win, Dallas must use play action pass game, which they didn't do enough of. I'm not sure about the drop back to play action pass ratio, what the percentages of each. But Dak, he didn't even play the whole game, and he threw 29 passes to Tom Brady's 27. That says it all right there. Dak threw 2 more passes than Tom Brady did, and he even played the whole fourth quarter and some of the third. I mean, just crazy. You know, the Cowboys passed 3 times more than they did run the ball when Dak was in the game. They threw it 3 times more. I don't care what the score was. You're down 19-3. That's 2 scores. You can still run the ball. You got a long time, guys. Come on. You got to run it and play action pass it. And Zeke graded out good, too. He had a real good game. Played real well. You know. All right, number 3 takeaway. I said the Cowboys must get the ball to CeeDee Lamb, and he must produce big plays. You know, and CD struggled. You know, Stephen Jones come out and blamed CD for it. He said he's got to get better. But when you look at their grades on that PFF.com, CeeDee Lamb graded out at like 50%, which isn't great, and Dak was at 35%. So, I mean, Dak only completed 48% of his passes when he was in the game. He didn't get sacked a whole bunch. He got sacked a couple times. I mean, he was 32nd out of 32nd in quarterback ratings on that PFF.com. I mean, you know, I don't understand why we want to blame everybody but Dak. Dak did not play good even when he was healthy, okay? He struggled, and CD didn't play great either, but I think he played better than Dak. We didn't get the ball to him enough. He's the best player we got. We got to get him the ball. And that's what I said. I said, it don't matter. If he gets double covered, whatever they do to him, we've got to get him the ball. We didn't do it. All right. Number 4, I said the Cowboys must get the ball to Tony Pollard in space so he can make big plays for us. And we didn't do that either. You know, I think he had 8 touches for only 22 yards. I mean, you know, he's a good athlete too. We're just not utilizing him. Get him in space, screens, do anything. Split him out as a receiver some. He did that at Memphis some. You know, we got to get the ball in our playmakers' hands. And, you know, 8 times is okay, but we just didn't get him in space where he can run and move, you know. All right, number 5, I said Dak must have a great game. And clearly Dak struggled, to say the least. I don't care what Stephen Jones Rebay says. They want to blame everybody but Dak. Dak was horrible. He only completed 48% of his passes. He threw that really bad interception there. I believe it was in the second quarter, way back in our territory. I mean, you cannot do that. He played bad too. But everybody wants to blame CD and all these other guys. You know, Dak's got to step up and play. Clearly he did not have a great game. Number 6, I said that Brett Maher and Brian Anger must have good games, and they both really did. That was some positives. You know, Maher was 1 for 1. He made a field goal from 51 yards out. Anger averaged 51 yards per punt. You know, last year, and that was on 5 punts. Last year he made the Pro Bowl, and he only kicked it like 48-yard average, I believe. So he boomed it. They both played really good and graded out really good. So that Dallas actually did that. And that was part of the reason they was able to stay in the game, because the punting, you know, with Anger, he was able to keep flipping field position, you know. And the defense played pretty well too. We just struggled like crazy on offense. Number 7, Kevontae Turpin. I said he needed to have a big game return the ball. You know, they wanted to treat him like he was some kind of star when he was in the preseason, return those 2 for touchdowns. I mean, big deal. You know, come on. They had him. He was in his street clothes out there like he was Emmitt Smith out there. He needs to learn to play receiver if he's going to be on the team, because he did absolutely jack squat nothing returning the ball. He had 1 punt return for 3 yards. He had 4 kicks for 77 yards. It was only a 19-yard average. That's terrible. We can take a touchback and get out farther than he got it. That's not good enough. You know, we can't be wasting roster spots on him if he can't get in there and help us receiver, or if he's not having huge games returning the ball. That's all we heard about, how explosive he is, yeah, and how great he is. We'll do something. If he's not the 3rd receiver, he's not playing some offense, and he's not returning, he don't need to be there. I mean, you know, I think your 3rd receiver should be your return man or your 3rd running back, you know. That way you're not wasting the spot. But he's not even 3rd or 4th on the depth chart receiver, you know. So I, you know, was really not pleased with him. I thought Dallas has treated him like he's an all-star. I mean, anyway. But hopefully he'll get better, you know. All right, number 8. Must get pressure on Tom Brady. You know, luckily the defensive line graded out pretty good. I thought we didn't get a lot of pressure on him, but I know Micah Parsons got him for 2 sacks, did force him to throw an interception. So, you know, that's pretty good playing against Tom Brady, you know, one of the best quarterbacks ever. I thought they played pretty good. The offense gave them absolutely nothing. I thought they hung in there tough. Only let them score 19 points. I mean, golly, if you hear that before the game, we're only going to let them score 19, you think we'd probably win. But, we struggled offensively. Wow. All right. Number 9, I said the secondary must play well because they're going to have to play man coverage, because I was saying that we're going to have to blitz to get pressure on Brady. Now, we did give up 212 yards passing, which, you know, is not great, but definitely not bad. I thought they played about as well as they could under the circumstances. I mean, they just had no help at all from the offense, you know. And boy, Bucs have a lot of weapons. They got Julio Jones, you got Evans. The one who I thought was the best receiver got hurt, Godwin. Luckily for Cowboys. But I thought the secondary played okay. They graded out okay. And that's another one. Trayvon Diggs, you know, I know he had a bunch of interceptions last year, but he grades out the worst of all of them. And we treat him like he's the best ever. You know, I don't know. He's got to start playing better too. But the secondary and all, I think played pretty good, you know. All right, number 10, I said that Micah Parsons and Van Der Esch are going to have to make big plays with the Cowboys, because I felt like the D-line was a little bit overmatched by the Buccaneers' offensive line. I think the Buccaneers' offensive line is pretty good. You know, and Parsons had a good game. He had the 2 sacks. He had 4 tackles. Graded out pretty good. Actually, he was one of the highest grades. And then Van Der Esch had a pretty good game too. He had 6 tackles, which led the team. So those 2 guys really stepped up and played well. You know, I thought the defense played pretty good and all. I thought they was overmatched going into the game, but they really played tough. Like I said, you give the Buccaneers 19 points. I don't think many people are going to hold them to that. If the offense can do anything, good gracious, we were horrible offensively. And I'm so tired of everybody wanting to blame everybody but Dak. Dak had a bad game. He was the 32nd out of 32nd ranked quarterback. Okay? I mean, he really struggled. He's going to be out. And Cooper Rush actually graded better than him, graded out better. But Kellen has got to get to running the football. We got to run the ball over 20 times a game. We got to run the ball. Okay, we paid Zeke all that money that we paid him. We run him 10 times, and he's averaging 5 yards a carry. My goodness, come on. Even if you're down 19-3, you're still in the game. If you're in the third quarter, now I understand in fourth quarter, 4 or 5 minutes left, you got to be trying to throw it, you know. But I thought they abandoned it way too soon. That's the Cowboy way right now. Seems like. And I remember, you know, hearing stories about Jimmy Johnson, you know, him and not Ernest Zampese, but Norv Turner. I heard they'd almost come to blows. They'd be grabbing each other. Johnson saying, run the ball, run the ball. And Norv wanted to throw it. And but we need to get back to those days running it. We've got Ezekiel Elliott, good strong offensive line. Tyler Smith played a good game, pretty good. They get some good rushers, man. Buccaneers got some good guys, and I thought he played well. I thought he played better than Terrence Steele. But anyway, you know, ready for the game this weekend. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. Be a tough game there too. They're pretty good. So anyway, that's all I got, guys. I hate for being negative, but my goodness, offense was horrible. Defense was pretty good though. But I just want to go through my takeaways and what happened there. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share it with people that like the Cowboys, or even if they don't like them. Like-minded people like us. And go to PuckettFanShop.com and check out my website. And if you like something, give me some business. If you don't, if I'm missing a dog breed you want, holler at me. And I'd love to put it on there and do some business with you. Thanks so much for watching. Check you guys out later. Go Cowboys. We need a big win against those Bengals. Go Cowboys.